Hello, I'm Bruce from Blazin Fiddles, and I'm going to teach you a wee tune. We've decided in the run-up to the release of the new album that we're putting together with Blazin Fiddles that we're all going to try and give you a wee tune from that album and try and give you a few tips and tricks from each of the tunes. This first tune I'm going to give you is called Fight About the Fireside. It's an old Highland tune that's very popular over in Cape Breton, and this set actually is a set of tunes that Ian McFarlane brought to the band, and they're all tunes from the Cape Breton tradition. And I'll play it through to you at full speed, and then we'll break it down into little segments, and hopefully I'll try and point out a little bits that bring it to life. Okay, the first thing about strathspeys, I suppose, is that they've got to be played with a bit of life, and they are typically Highland in that they bounce along nicely. The bowing technique in it, there are a few snaps that I'll try and show you, but a lot of the time I'm using the base of the bow, which gives it a little bit of dig to a lot of the notes, because you want a little bit of that dig that brings it to life. More of that kind of grungy, gritty sound that you want to help bring these things to life if you're doing it down there. So the first phrase is nice little B to get us going. They're all quite staccatoed, that first phrase. These ones are snapped. Okay, so hopefully you're seeing there that, I've slowed that down. It sounds maybe a little bit ponderous, but the idea is that you get this kind of bounce, because that's meant to replicate or help the dancers as well. A lot of the time as well, it's the notes in between, it's the silences in between the notes that are very important for giving it lift. So in that phrase you've got okay, so hopefully you're hearing those little gaps which really help. But also the thing to think about at the end is don't be afraid to let the strings ring out and actually crack into another couple of the strings as well, as that gives it a bit of dig. So you're going little chords like that as well help bring it to life. There's another little phrase. Here's a great one, this really gives it dift. And you can use that double stopping, the fourth finger on the A string along with the E string, but just not quite in tune with it, just underneath it as well to give it a bit of emphasis as well. So hopefully that's helped, and you're very welcome to play Fight About the Fireside. Hello, I'm Batman from Blazin Fiddles. That is a tune for a superhero.